Welcome back to the 5-Star Weekend Official Podcast. I'm your host, Elin Hilderbrand. Today, we're talking about episode 4, entitled Saturday Afternoon, The Spa. Here's today's itinerary. First, I'll be joined by a very special guest, the fantastic Darcy Carden, who plays Brooke. Finally, I'll answer your questions in Book Talk, presented by On the Rocks, bartender-created cocktails. It's time for our main event, my conversation with Darcy Carden.
What about you, Brooke? You want to join in this pity party?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gross too. Or what are you guys talking about?
Menopause.
Oh, my meno hasn't paused yet, but I've been really moody and I'm hairy.
Darcy, thank you so much for being here.
Ellen, where else would I be?
You know I am such a huge fan. I've told you privately what a huge fan I am of yours, and I'm so happy that we get to spend time together.
The feeling is very mutual.
Okay, so I'm going to dig in. This
Okay.
is my number one question.
Okay.
I have texted you separately and told you every gesture and every breath of Brooke is so spot on perfect. How did you develop this character? Like, how did you do it? What were the things that you did?
Thank you. That's really nice.
You know I mean it.
I really appreciate it. That means, coming from you, I actually can't even really take it fully in.
Okay. Okay.
It's like God saying that like a person did a good job being a person.
You were so good. Oh my God.
You know, there's something about Brooke that came almost like too naturally to me. Like I know her.
Right.
From the second I got the audition and I read it, I just knew this woman like
Okay.
in my soul.
Right.
I'm not exactly Brooke. I mean, I'm really not, but
Right.
there are parts of me that are, and I get her. I feel her.
Yeah.
And she kind of like lives up here and she's nervous and she's like always afraid to screw up and she's, she's a bit of a doormat and she's just wanting to be seen and accepted and part of the group. And I feel like everybody can sort of relate to that.
Exactly.
You know, whether it was when you were a kid or today or whatever, I can just tap into that. So, it almost came too easily.
Okay. I have so many follow-up questions.
Oh my God, ask everyone.
So they must have been so complimentary. I'm just guessing that the rest of the cast was so complimentary of your take on Brooke.
Oh my God, you're being so nice. And wouldn't it be funny if I was like, they were? No, I mean, we were all, I think, what's nice about the 5 of us is like, we really are fans of each other.
Okay.
We love each other as friends and as humans, but it's so fun to watch each other work. Like
Right.
I loved being in scenes, in group scenes and individual scenes with each of them. I mean, the cast is incredible. But, of the 5, like getting to work with Gemma one-on-one or Jen or Regina or Chloe, it
Right.
was like blowing my mind.
Right.
That I get to work with these women up close and personal and really, and not just, I don't know. I think I kept pinching myself because it's not like I'm coming in as a guest star for one day and getting to work with Jen Garner for one scene. It's
Right.
like I got to spend the summer acting with Jen Garner. And
Exactly
that is like
right.
a dream come true.
Oh my gosh, that's unbelievable.
You know?
We're going to dig in on a bunch of different things, but I want to talk a little bit about Brooke's role. So Brooke is the mom friend. Okay. I have raised 4 children on Nantucket, and mom friends are competitive on 2 levels.
Sure.
Like it's not just the level of like, oh, we're both women and we're friends, but there's always like a little bit of competition.
For sure.
Because then you're also dealing with your children.
An extension of you.
Yes.
Right.
Now, in the novel, Brooke has extraordinary children. Like
Right.
they're boy-girl twins in the novel.
They're like genius, excellent
They're
children.
genius and they
Yeah.
are launching and they're mature and everyone loves them. And so in some sense, she's got like one part of her life that is
So together.
completely together.
Totally.
Right.
Which is so un-Brooke.
It's so un-Brooke, but I really, really wanted that aspect
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
And it also makes her the subject of envy
Yeah.
from like other mom friends.
Right. How did you do that?
Right.
You know,
and I
like-
think that's part of her dynamic with Electra.
Yeah.
And how is Hazel doing with her first year at community college?
She's doing great, thriving, really.
Is she?
Still doing OnlyFans as a side hustle, and she's working on interior landscaping.
Okay, wow.
We're very proud of her.
Okay.
I love that I mean, love, hate. I mean, yeah, the relationship with Electra is fascinating. And, not being a mom that has raised 4 kids on Nantucket.
Right.
I'm sort of tapping into like junior high dynamics.
Okay.
High school dynamics.
Yes.
Of mean girls and feeling left out and feeling excluded and like being ditched and that type of thing that happens when you're maybe like 13. And I feel like Electra is sort of, she never got over that.
Right.
She found her mean girl in high school or whatever, her inner mean girl, and that she realized that that's the way she's going to move through life.
Right.
And I don't think that comes naturally for Brooke at all. Brooke's like a love.
Right.
She's like a
such
sweet love.
Right.
But Electra has wronged her. And you can kind of see Brooke's claws come out a little bit.
A little bit.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
And then immediately retract.
Right. Which is, I mean, it's just the dynamic is so incredibly fabulous. There's also a way in which Brooke is one of the 2 friends that Hollis has met later in life.
Right.
Right. So that's so interesting because really once you get out of college and you launch, you move to the city or the suburbs or wherever you're going to be having your job, it becomes harder to make friends.
It's interesting, right? Because when you're, any time you've made friends before that, it's because pretty much your parents put you into a place where you have a group of people and you have to make those friends.
Right.
But some of those are real, true, like soulmates.
Sure.
But this is, when you're an adult, it's like the first time where you pick where you want to live and you pick what you want to do.
Right.
And Brooke, I think she's not great at this. She's not like, she doesn't really know how to do this the way the other moms do, but she wants to.
She wants to.
She really just wants to be accepted.
Yeah.
And is not a leader. And she's not, she's a follower.
Right.
And she kind of can't believe Hollis would ever shine her light on her.
Right.
I think Brooke is like, can't believe she's invited.
Right.
I can't believe I'm the one that you picked. Like she got picked.
Right.
And she rarely gets picked.
And also like, I can't mess this up.
Totally.
So because I can't mess this up, then she feels nervous and like, oh, I have to do everything right and forgets to be her natural self.
Exactly.
Now this changes as we get further along into the series.
Right.
But at the beginning, we see her, she's extremely awkward.
Just
and
like clenched. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yes. Like can't take a deep breath.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's dig into your relationship with the cast. And what I can say to the viewers at home and the listeners is that you shot on sound stages in Los Angeles.
Bing. Right
until the beginning of September, when 275 of you descended on Nantucket.
Descended would be the word.
And what were some of your favorite experiences that you had?
Okay.
And if you forget the names of the places, you just describe them and I'm going to help you.
I think you'll know them.
Okay.
I mean, I think if I described like if I said this street and this corner, you would know.
Right.
You know that place like the back of your hand.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I loved it all.
Of course.
I loved it so much and had the best time. And my husband was there with me and it was like a vacation, even though we were working every day. It was incredible.
Right. And you had best weather.
We had and that was another thing that I kept hearing when I would tell people that I was going to Nantucket for September. People that know that September is the month.
Yeah. It is the best. I always say it's my favorite month.
That I guess it's like locals know that, right? Yeah. So one thing that I loved was that I like rediscovered bike riding.
Okay.
and rediscovered my love for it. And my husband Jason and I rode everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
We biked tens of miles a day.
Yes, you did.
We loved it.
Yes, you did.
It was really fun. And of course, while we were there, we were like, we are bikers now. We're going to get bikes the second we get home.
Yeah.
Haven't done that.
Did not happen.
But we will.
While on Nantucket, there's, miles and miles and miles of bike path.
Right. So we biked to Sconset.
Biked all the way to Sconset?
And the second we got there, we ran into Chloe and her husband and son, and it's like a small town.
Yeah, it's a village.
Yeah,
Sconset is a village.
Yeah, it was amazing.
And
then we did the cliff walk, and
you did the cliff walk,
and we missed out on the big sandwiches. What there's like
something natural.
Yeah, no, I had something natural.
Claudettes.
Yeah,
Claudettes in Sconset. Yes.
Something natural. I think I had a turkey sandwich from Something Natural every 3 days.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Something natural is the best.
Incredible.
But also Claudette's is special because A, it's ensconced, and B, it's only open. It's like one of those things where it's only feels like it's only open for 5 minutes.
Truly.
But it's open just the summer. And so it would have maybe been closed by the time you got there. And then your final night, you went to Ventuno.
Yes.
I know because I was with Jen for drinks at the club car, and then she said,
Yes,
okay,
that's
I have
right.
to go to
God, you should
my
have come with.
I have to go to my
Our little like cast
our
dinner.
cast dinner. Okay, and then you're going to tell me.
Sure.
So you go to Ventuno.
We went to Ventuno.
You do your drinking and your eating, and then you went. Did you go to a second bar, or did you go right to the Gaslight?
So this is so rare also. Like we're not only are we working, I don't think we had work the next day. We definitely didn't. But this isn't actually a vacation. We're like working here. But this was one night that we, all 5 of us, plus Timothy and Harlow and West.
Okay.
So all of us were there. We ate so much. We drank so much.
Yes.
Which none of us are big drinkers.
Right.
Then somebody suggested going to the Gaslight.
Yes.
Which again, this is like, we are like adult women that don't go to the next location.
Right. Correct. You go home and go to bed.
Every single one of us went to the next location.
Yes, you did.
And how would you describe Gaslight? I don't want to call it like a dive bar.
Gaslight is an in-town live music venue,
Yes.
but it's also an incredible bar and restaurant. I mean, I last summer would say Gaslight was my favorite food on Nantucket. Like, the food is really good.
I've heard the food is great there.
But it's known not really as a restaurant per se, but as an in-town live music venue.
It's like casual.
On Tuesday night or whatever night it is, Monday night, they have karaoke.
Why were we drinking on a Monday night?
I think it was you guys had wrapped.
Okay.
4 of you had wrapped.
Okay, great.
And so and I know this because it later appeared on the Nantucket News. So you guys went to the Gaslight.
Yeah.
And you did karaoke with none other than,
A
as your
Nantucket
front
star.
man, the little dude who does the ghost tours.
Right.
And he had absolutely no idea who you were. Not one clue did he know. All of Chloe and Jen Garner, everybody's up there, Regina, singing. Was it Dancing
I think
Queen?
we did Dancing Queen.
Dancing
that
Queen.
was hard too. There was like a moment, I will say we went to this bar sort of we were just going to kind of stand in the back and blend in and we didn't want to, definitely like you said, descending on Nantucket. We never wanted to kind of like pull focus too much or big shot or anything.
Right.
Just sort of like, thanks for having us.
Right.
This is,
Right.
And so we were going to kind of like blend into the background. But after a couple of whatever kind of beer we were drinking, we looked at each other and we're like, we have to karaoke. And then
last night.
And then it was a matter of picking the song. And of course, Queen of Cool, every song that I suggested, Chloe was like, no.
Hilarious.
No, we're not doing that song. And I was like, okay, whatever you say. And then we realized that we all knew most of the words to Dancing Queen.
Okay.
And that was the one.
Yeah.
And it was really fun.
So there were multiple videos
Kind
of
of from every
the
angle.
5-star, and it went all over. It was on the Nantucket Current, which is like the big Nantucket news Instagram site so that we can find out what's going on. And I woke up in the morning and I'm like, oh my goodness, look what happened.
We did it.
It was so fun. And
We
the
5-starred.
reactions from Nantucket were priceless. Everybody loved it.
Okay, good.
It felt like a very human, very insider, very sort of localish thing to do. It was like, what, isn't this fun?
But it was, honestly, it was like, I'm glad it was taken that way because it was done. We had been living there for a month almost.
Yeah.
And it was just like, it felt very natural and welcoming and, not
People
pre-planned.
were probably so excited.
It was really sweet. Everybody was, we were also like losing our minds to the other people
who were
dancing
doing
and
who
Anyway,
were doing karaoke.
it was just a very fun sort of bonding night. It was wonderful
Well, it was a big hit, Nantucket wise.
for us too.
Okay, so let's shift gears a little bit and talk about Brooke in episode 4 being a loyal friend to Hollis.
Okay.
So in episode 4, Brooke confronts Gigi about Matthew.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And you're in the steam room with Gemma Chan.
Yeah.
You knew Matthew.
What?
Yes, I saw a picture of you together on your phone in the little memories part. You were together.
We were? I can explain.
Do that.
Actually, can't. Nothing I say can explain
Yeah, that's what I
or
thought.
justify any of this. The whole thing is so fucked up, Brooke.
Okay, well, you better try to figure it out. Otherwise, I'm gonna go tell Hollis who you really are, and I'm gonna ruin this poor woman's already ruined life. Okay?
Can you talk a little bit about that scene and prepping for it, or did you and Gemma talk about it? How did that work?
Yeah, that was an intense scene.
Right.
This was one that just popped into my mind where it was like we weren't chit-chatting and gossiping in
Okay.
between takes. We were sort of like
Yeah.
staying in it because it's
Yeah.
pretty, I mean, that's,
It was, yeah.
it's pretty
intense.
hardcore.
Yeah.
And this is the first time Gigi is like admitting it
Yeah.
to anyone.
Yes.
And it's hitting her. But also on the other side of it, Brooke is trying so hard to fit in, and Gigi has been very welcoming
Right.
and loving. And Brooke is definitely wrestling with what is the right move here. And this is kind of the first time we've seen Brooke like angry,
right.
but also not being a pushover.
Right.
You know, she is such a loyal friend.
Yes.
And Hollis, in her mind, like went to bat for Brooke, meaning with the Electra stuff.
Right,
Like
sure.
Hollis chose Brooke, and that meant everything to Brooke.
Right.
And so in this moment, Brooke is going to do whatever she can to have Hollis's back.
Right.
Ugh, it's really complicated. Like it's, you know, because even in that scene, I love that scene. Gemma just, I could cry thinking about Gemma in that scene right now. But the way Brooke keeps wanting her to like, I hope, basically she's like, I hope I'm wrong.
Right.
You know, she's like,
Yeah.
please tell me why I shouldn't want to kill you right now.
Right.
There has to be a reason.
Right.
And there's not.
And there's not.
But she loves, I mean, it's
know.
really like the back and forth of like, I'm really mad at you. Oh, but I understand, but I don't understand. But how could you do this? Okay, that's how you could do. No, I don't want, you know, like
I know.
it
And you
was
have that great moment where you're like, blah, 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 Gigi, if that's even your real name.
I need to figure out what's best for Hollis, Gigi. If that's even your real name.
It's Georgina.
That's so cute. Fuck. Okay, no, I am going to go. I'm leaving. You stay here. Do not follow me.
And you're so
damn it.
funny.
Thanks.
Like, how did you, I mean, you really nailed the tone. I'm sure it's impossible for you to tell me, but do you remember like that?
I do. I mean, thank you. I, that's a tough, you know, like my instinct is usually to go for the comedy.
Okay.
But in a way that is truthful and
Right.
grounded. So
Right.
with this scene, I don't want to cut it too much with comedy because
Right.
it's a devastating scene.
Right.
And I don't want to like take the air out of it.
Right.
But also it's in the script. Like everything that Brooke would say,
Yeah.
there is humor in it. It's
Yeah.
real. It's
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
You know,
It's such an ingenious moment because it's so tense, and then just was just like
little
a little
air.
just a little air out of it, right? Because you're like, oh, and it was so funny.
I mean, Becca and the writers, I think, and I mean, it all is from your book. Like
Yeah.
it really is. The tone is set in your book.
Yeah.
And threading the emotion and the comedy and the heaviness and the lightness is such a high wire act.
It is a high wire act.
And I really feel like, not to toot our own horns, but watching it, I'm like, this is the right tone.
It was
Yeah.
exactly the right tone. And when
Yeah.
people ask what I thought when I saw the show, I'm like, it is so on brand for me. It is because in every single one of my novels, what I'm striving to do is tell a serious, heartfelt, deep, textured, emotional story,
Yeah.
but also have you turning the pages, right? And have
God.
it be enjoyable and breezy, and it's set in this beautiful place,
Yeah.
but it's not silly and it's not slapstick and
Totally.
it means something, but you have to, that's a high wire act also.
I want to tell you something about your books really quick.
Thank
which
you.
is which is just that when I got this role,
Yes.
I FaceTimed my older sister Lainey,
Okay.
and she answered the FaceTime, and I said, I got it. I think I'd been auditioning for a couple things that week. So I said, I got it. And she's like, what'd you get? And I said, 5-star weekend. And she was like, she leaned down, picked up a book that was on her coffee table,
Oh
and
my
it was
gosh.
5-star weekend.
Oh
She
my
was-
gosh.
But she had read it a million times.
Okay.
It's not like this is like one of her favorite books. She
Oh.
says that she's read so many of your books. She said that it's like her favorite game to play with her friends is like, what would your 5-star weekend be? What,
Okay, right.
This, I think.
Oh my gosh, she must have been so excited.
She was
you were
so
in
excited.
the show.
And then then my mom who hadn't read it and my younger sister who hadn't read it, speaking of page turners, I mean, they finished it in days.
Oh, good.
It's like they
Thank
couldn't put
you.
it down.
Okay, good.
it really, it's just, you're like, you are the master of like, it's delicious.
Thank you.
It's so impressive what you do.
Thank you. Thank you. That is very, very kind. So in the spa, there's a scene when Brooke is getting a massage in the spa.
Yeah.
And she says to the massage therapist,
What would you do if you found out something that would break your friend's heart? Would you tell them or would you keep it from them so that they could stay happy? And this hypothetical thing is that the husband cheated on the wife.
Oh, yeah, that's, I don't,
And the husband's dead.
dead.
I should say that.
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah,
well,
no, keep going.
you know, I can either break Hollis's heart or betray her.
Right.
So can you talk a little bit about that dilemma,
Yeah.
that choice, that extremely complicated choice, and how, because I have my own, it's an impossible question even for me to answer
Right.
like today. Like,
Right.
I don't know.
Thinking of Brooke's dilemma in particular, but I can think of times in my life, huge things, small things, where you're in this situation where there's almost like nothing is the right answer, you know?
Yeah.
Let's say to tell the person maybe feels like the moral thing to do, but then you're putting the person, then you're like putting something on the person that will make them sad or miserable.
Right.
But then to not tell the person, is that being a bad friend? I don't know. I mean, this is like, you know.
Right. It's almost, I would say like when I was a younger person, I would have been much more likely to tell.
Yeah.
Right. Because it feels sort of fizzy and
Yeah,
exciting. And
yeah.
I have this piece of gossip. I know something you don't know.
Right.
And then you sort of justify it as, and as your friend, I should tell you.
Right.
Right. But as you get older, I think you realize, are you doing this person a service or not?
Right. Right.
Or would this person just be happier, and do they ever need to know, and can they just go to the grave not knowing, and will their life just be generally better?
Honestly.
And in this case, I feel like, you know.
Well, I mean, especially something like this. Like if your husband died. And you have a certain memory of him.
Right.
To like mar that memory. The idea that okay, so you think you had a lovely life with your husband and
Right.
your beautiful daughter. Well, guess what, honey? He was cheating on you the whole time. Like that is horrible. That's
Right.
a horrible thing to put on somebody.
Right. Brooke's dilemma is good food for thought. I think a lot of our viewers are going to be talking about what they would do in that situation.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so Brooke, at the time of the spa episode 4, is just starting to figure some things out about herself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she feels something towards Gigi.
Yeah. She doesn't know what it is.
She doesn't know what it is.
But it's something. And I mean, the casting of Gemma Chan as Gigi is just
chef's
because
kiss. It is.
how can you not feel
Right,
something?
exactly.
Any one of us.
Right.
You'd have to be dead
Yes.
to not.
Yes.
And it was very easy to feel something with Gemma
Yeah.
Chan because she really
Oh,
just
she
is
is
something.
beautiful.
Guys, she's something. And I think, you know, Brooke is very clearly unhappy in her marriage, although does she even really know that? It's like she does, but she doesn't.
Right.
She's trying so hard to put on the facade of happy family, happy marriage.
Right.
But everything you hear her say, you'd go, well, are you guys okay? You know, but
Yeah.
she's like literally saying like, oh, I don't like to have sex with my husband, but isn't actually registering that maybe she needs to dig into that a little more.
Right. Or that's a problem.
That might be a problem.
Right.
Gigi is so warm and welcoming and sweet, and she's an angel.
Yeah.
And she's kind of the only one who's literally saying to Brooke, like, I'll come with you.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
hang out.
Yeah.
You know, I see you.
Actively including her.
Totally.
And so she feels outside the dressing room when they're at
Yeah.
Murray's like, oh,
I mean, think about it. Brooke is ready to go on the walking tour by herself.
Right.
And everybody will let her go
Right.
by herself.
Right.
And Gigi says, I'll go with you.
right.
That's one point.
Right.
And then they go to, they flee Electra, which
Right.
is exciting. And they're
Exciting.
a team.
Right. So they have adrenaline.
Right. And
Yeah.
then it's not just that Gigi listens to Brooke sort of vent about rock and roll football and all that stuff, but she sees her. She's like, no, these aren't the clothes you should be
Right.
wearing. You
That
would
is
look
so
great
funny.
in this, you know? And that is like so appealing
Yeah.
that somebody would kind of take you I don't know what that
Yeah.
is. Like take you in their arms
Yeah.
and say like, I see you.
I see you,
You're-
and
you're
I'm going to help.
beautiful.
Yeah, and you
whatever it
want-
is.
Yes, and you're going down the wrong
Right.
direction, and we're going to point you in the
Right.
right direction.
So when Gigi's sort of fluffing the sleeves and
Yeah.
like adjusting the shirt,
Yeah.
maybe Brooke gets an idea that they're about to kiss and just plants one on her, and that felt right in the moment.
oh my God.
And then immediately just,
like, what have I done?
oh shit,
I have now.
yeah. But even that, like Gigi, the way she reacts to that is so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so cool
It's
about
like
it.
we're good, it's fine.
She's so, yeah.
Ugh.
And then just because she knows she needs to put Brooke at ease.
yeah,
And
it
she
really
does.
does.
Okay, we're going to talk about the spa.
Okay,
So I don't know why, but a glorious, gorgeous spa, such as the scene takes place, does not exist on Nantucket. So I don't know why there isn't like a beautiful day spa on Nantucket.
there's not.
No.
What the heck?
There is a spa at the White Elephant, but it's not quite like Honey and Sage, which is so fabulous.
Okay, Nantucketites.
Yes.
Nantucketers.
Nantucketers.
Someone open a spa
Yes.
on Nantucket and call it the 5-star spa.
Yes, the
And,
5-star
and have it
spa.
be exactly a
Exactly
perfect
like
replica.
that. I mean, it was so,
It's
when I
gorgeous.
watched it, I thought, I want to go to, I don't even really like spas, but I want to go to that spa.
yeah, it's.
Are you a spa person?
I think I'm a spa person, but I'm not like a spend the day at a spa person.
Okay.
But I love a massage and
Okay.
a facial.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to play our game.
Okay.
What's your 5-star weekend? Okay. It's rapid fire. So easy.
Okay.
One,
So easy.
preferred car candy, Twizzlers, or chocolate?
Twizzlers, but red vines. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Twizzlers, but red vines. I assume everybody listening, watching knows what that
I think
means.
Twizzlers
There are
are-
the thin ones.
Not so.
No.
They're the same. Twizzlers, I think, are East Coast, and red vines, I think, are West Coast. I think. I
Oh.
might be wrong, but I think that's right. I'm getting a
Okay.
thumbs up.
Okay, I'm
So
just
there's-
going to say I'm chocolate, and I agree with Drew Ann that eating Twizzlers to me is eating plastic.
I get that, but I love it. I'm
You
a
love
gummy
it.
girl. I love the gummy.
and you like the
yeah.
gummy. Okay.
Until
all right.
I'm done with the full bag, and then I'm like, why the hell did I just do that?
Yeah, I know. I feel ya.
Yeah.
For the car ride, are you the driver,
Mm.
the passenger princess, or the kid in the back seat?
I think, God, I can be all. I really can. I think I'm the passenger princess.
I agree. I'm
Yeah.
also the passenger princess. Fun fact, I hate to drive. Fun fact, I've lived on an island for 32 years that has no stoplights,
That's true. A lot of
no
roundabouts.
highway,
Yeah.
no merging. And hence, when I go off island and I have to drive, I just get very uncomfortable.
I bet driving in Nantucket is a totally different thing.
It is.
Yeah. Than driving like landing in Boston and having to drive through those streets or something. No way.
It's terrifying. What is your ideal spa day like?
Okay. It would be, I think it would be with my, oh, gosh, this is the hard thing. This is the hard thing because I don't really want to be naked in front of people that I know very well other than my damn husband.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So like I was about to say a spa day with my sisters. Yeah, it would be with my sisters.
Okay.
And we would just I've never given myself the time that you can give yourself at a spa. Like
Right.
you can spend the day there.
Apparently.
I feel like I've always come late and I always have something to do afterwards.
course, we're
so then I'm
busy.
like
We
oh,
are
I could have
busy.
used all this stuff.
Yeah.
So really having a day for
Yeah.
it. Yeah. And getting a massage, getting a facial, getting beaten with some
Okay. Yeah. Getting beaten.
there's
With
like
the
with like
stick
I
or
think I don't know. Or like
mallet? A
it's
mallet?
like I feel like you get it's like plants or something. I don't know. You're getting
Oh.
like
Okay. Like Rush. Okay.
there's a great spa in Koreatown.
Okay.
recommend.
It sounds
Yeah.
really fun.
Yeah. I truly have gotten a scrub at this one spa in Koreatown and I am like bleeding afterwards. And I'm like,
Okay.
thank you for your service.
Okay.
So I
Wow.
guess that's just something I like.
Number 4, where would you want your photo op? On the beach, on a hike, or at the dinner table?
On a hike. Wait, no.
Okay, go ahead.
Sweaty, no makeup, beach, sunlight. Okay. Golden hour at the beach.
Golden hour at the
You
beach.
know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. You're not in a bathing suit. It's nighttime. You went on a beach walk.
Okay, your
The
hair
sun
is
is
wind
setting.
blown. Okay.
You look gorgeous.
Yeah.
You've never looked better.
Right.
That's what I want.
Because you're in the rose
Yeah,
gold.
yeah.
Okay. And the last question, you get one photo as a group. Is it serious or silly?
I think it's silly, but also kind of fun to be serious in a silly way, meaning like you're kind of like overdoing the serious.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
When my friends and we got a great piece of advice 2 years ago on my birthday. We were doing a group picture, as we always do. And anytime we all go out, there's 5 of us. Believe that. And
Where did you get the idea?
we were standing outside of Lola, the restaurant, and some guy comes around and says he was taking the pictures, and then he took a bunch of us straight, and then he said, okay, now do the look away. And the look away is the last bunch of pictures where you're just like looking away or you're looking at each other, but you're not looking at the camera.
That's great.
And those are always, now we do it every time.
The look away.
The look away. It's not silly, but it's like we're looking elsewhere, and it's always the best.
It's so funny to just picture you guys all kind of like eyes crossed, like looking at different locations. But it's fun when it's like someone said something funny. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. That's my tip for
Should I do a little name drop?
Yeah, do it.
Ted Danson.
Oh my God. Okay.
Whenever we would have to take a group picture for The Good Place, he would go like he'd say, "Now we laugh." Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. And then it would make everybody laugh. And the pictures were always great.
Yeah. That's very funny.
Ding.
Well, thank you so much for joining me,
Oh my
Darcy.
God.
This was an absolute blast.
I could do it for a whole weekend in Nantucket.
I love that.
Okay, great.
Let's do it.
Great.
This is Book Talk presented by On the Rocks. Today, I've got a can of their gorgeous sparkling peach cosmopolitan. A perfect Saturday for me is a good book and a crisp cocktail, so I'm feeling right at home. And I'm so excited to answer more of your questions. Let's hear what you've got today.
Hi, I'm Erin Bennett, and I'm a longtime narrator of Elin Hilderbrand's work, including the 5-Star Weekend. Something I've always wondered about the writer's process, your process, Ellen, is how do voices come to you? Voices are so important to me. How do they come to you? Does dialogue come to you the way somebody talks? Are you sitting at dinner and you hear a conversation and you go, that's a character, and they lead you to their next, through their own adventures through the audio?
Hi, Erin Bennett, the great Erin Bennett, narrator of my last 20 books, if not more. I love you so much. This is an excellent question. So the way that I build characters, I compare to moving in with a new roommate. There is no way that a character comes to you whole, and I couldn't possibly develop a character just by hearing somebody speak once. Basically, the way I create characters is by spending time with them every single day. So for those of you who've dropped your son or daughter off at college and met the roommate and you think, he seems pretty nice, and then 3 months later, you have a whole other perspective because your son or daughter has then lived with that person, that's what it's like developing a character. You have to spend time with them and learn them day by day. Thank you, my darling Erin, for that excellent question. That's it for today's episode. Thank you, as always, for joining me. For episode 5, I'll be joined by showrunner and writer Becca Brunstetter and director and executive producer Minky Spyro. Then for episode 6, we'll be joined by the star daughters, Harlow Jane, our Caroline, and Wes Duchovny, who plays Aubrey. So be sure to subscribe and follow the 5-Star Weekend official podcast so you don't miss a moment. Of course, if you like what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your podcast player of choice. And watch us on Peacock or find us on YouTube. Till next time.